Alright, welcome along to a new video. Now we're going to be talking about how to identify true friendship in this episode. And this is something that, should be common sense to the vast majority of people, but there are some people out there that, need to hear this sort of stuff. So if you feel that it's going to help someone, feel free to share this along. And if it helps you yourself, please let me know in the comments after you watch the video. So the first sign of a true friend is trust and loyalty. A genuine friend is someone you can trust and rely on. They keep your secrets, support you during tough times, and stay loyal to you. The second sign is mutual respect. A real friend respects your opinions, values, and your boundaries. They don't belittle you or demean you, and they treat you with kindness and consideration. Number 3 is emotional support. A true friend is there for you emotionally. They listen to you without judgment, offer advice when needed, and provide comfort and encouragement when you're going through challenging situations. The fourth sign of a true friend is shared interests and activities. Genuine friends often share common interests, hobbies, or activities. They enjoy spending time together and engage in meaningful conversations and enjoyable experiences. 5 is reliability and dependability. A real friend is dependable and reliable. They show up when they say they will, follow through on their commitments, and are there when you need them. Number 6 is honest communication. Open and honest communication is a hallmark of true friendship. Real friends express their thoughts and feelings honestly, even if it means having difficult conversations. 7 is supportive and celebratory. A genuine friend celebrates your successes and accomplishments. They genuinely care about your happiness and well-being, and they cheer you on in your endeavours. 8 is acceptance and non-judgment. A real friend accepts you for who you are, flaws and all. They don't judge you based on your past mistakes or criticise your choices. Instead, they embrace your uniqueness and support your personal growth. Number 9, and I hope I pronounce this word properly, it's reciprocity. True friendship involves give and take. A real friend puts effort into the relationship just as you do. They reciprocate your kindness, support, and gestures of friendship. And number 10, we've got time and effort. Building a strong friendship requires time and effort from both parties. A genuine friend invests time into the relationship, prioritises your friendship, and makes an effort to stay connected. Alright, so hopefully those tips were helpful for you. And, a lot of, as I say, the vast majority of people, this should be common sense to all of them. But there are people out there that do tend to take friendships for granted. And, you could say I'm guilty of that as well. I put so much time and effort into online work here that, I don't get a chance to maybe put as much effort into relationships as I would really want to. But a lot of friendships that I've had in the past, not really there anymore. Like we're not connected really in the way we were. And unfortunately that's the way life gets at times. You get busy, you settle down, you start a new job, and you go to, like, a few friends are in different countries and whatnot, but it's always a two-way street. And one of those tips was saying that on there, they reciprocate your kindness, support, and gestures of friendship, time and effort. The last tip there, a genuine friend invests time into the relationship. Now, I was very guilty for a long time of putting most of the effort into friendships that just weren't working. There wasn't the two-way street there. And at one point have you ever seen the little bit of advice where, if you find that you're always the one texting or ringing first, if you're always the first one to make the move, just stop to see what happens. Well, that's what I did at a point with a lot of people. I found myself making most of the effort. I was always the one getting into the car to drive down to see people, and you just realised one day, look, I'm making most of the effort on this side of the friendship. So I just took a step back at one point and just stopped being the first one to text. And for some people, this has been years now since I've heard from him. So, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately, in today's life. People are just, a lot of people are fairly self-centered these days, and it's very unfortunate because there's a lot of friends that I would have so much time for, but I've got to a point in my life now where if, you know, someone's not going to put the same effort into me as I'm willing to put into them, then the friendship can wither and die for all I care at this point. And, you know, that's probably a nasty thing to say, but, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, some people have thrown the friendship to the wind by just not being truthful. Like, you know, it's all in there, and those tips and signs and whatnot. You know, a good friend will be honest. If there's a situation, they'll come to you and have the honest conversation. I lost a very, very good friend a few years back because of a poor choice that was made on his side, but he made a mistake, and, you know, he apologised. I accepted the apology, but the friendship isn't, I don't think the friendship's ever really going to be there again in the way that it was, because of the mistake was made, and he didn't have the nerve to have that difficult conversation with me when it happened. And through that mistake, it cost me another friendship that, you know, like a childhood friendship, it destroyed a hell of a lot. The lies of what happened destroyed a lot, and if I had him come to me when the mistake was made at the very beginning, I could quite possibly have got on to damage control there and possibly saved both friendships and the process. But unfortunately, lies happened, stories was kept back, and a lot of suffering happened on my part because of it, my side of it, because I just didn't know what was going on. Just like these two wonderful friendships that I had at the stage just started to deteriorate, and no input from either party, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, have I done something wrong here? Have I screwed up? And then whenever the truth did eventually come out, things had changed that much that I don't think there's any way back for any of it. But you live and you learn. So these tips and signs of true, genuine friendship is just as helpful to me as it quite possibly could be to you out there. So again, if it helps, let me know. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.